The question below uses a robot in a grid of squares. The robot is represented as a triangle, which is initially in the bottom right square of the grid and facing toward the top of the grid. So this robot here. Which of the following code segments can be used to move the robot to the gray square? So let's just go through the code here and see which one moves us to the gray square. So A says to repeat this block of code inside the curly braces 4 times. So let's do the first repetition, which is going to be to move forward. Okay, so initially we're facing up, so we'll end up here. Then rotate to the left. So we're just going to rotate to the left, move forward. So we're going to move forward in the direction we were facing. Then rotate right. So then we're going to rotate right, but we're not going to change where we are. So that was one repetition. Let's just keep track here. And then we're going to repeat this whole thing again. So move forward. So we'll end up here. And then we're going to rotate left. Then we're going to move forward again. And then we're going to rotate right. Okay, so then we're going to be facing up. And then, so that was 2 times. So now let's do our third iteration. We're going to move forward again, so we'll end up here. Then we're going to rotate to the left, move forward, and then rotate right. So now that was our third iteration. Now we need to just do one more. For the rotate left and right, you can think of rotating right as rotating clockwise, and then rotating left as going counterclockwise. So our fourth and final iteration, we're going to move forward. So we'll end up here, then rotate left. So we'll be facing towards the left. Then move forward. So we'll end up here, and then rotate to the right. So then we'll just rotate to the right. So this is our ending position from our starting position. So that means that A did successfully move the robot to the gray square. So that's good. But we need to find 2. Oh, whoops. Here, I'll just leave the arrow there then. Okay, so now let's try answer choice B. We're going to repeat 4 times again. So we're going to start here, facing up. We're going to rotate left. So we're going to end up facing towards the left. Then move forward. So we'll end up here. Then move forward again. So we'll end up here. And then rotate right. So then we're not going to move. We're just going to rotate to the right. So now that was one iteration. Let's do 3 more. So rotate left, face towards the left. Move forward. We're going to move forward here. And then we're going to move forward again. And then we're going to rotate right. And then we'll be facing up. That was our second iteration. So now let's do our third. So our third iteration, we need to rotate left, then move forward. But the problem is we're in this corner here. If we're moving forward, there's nothing to move to. So that means answer choice B doesn't get us to the gray square. It brings us to the corner and tells us to move to the left, which is impossible. So now let's check answer choice C. So answer choice C is a bit more complicated. What we're going to do is repeat 2 times. And inside the repeat 2 times, we have this repeat 4 times. So let's do this line by line. So we're going to repeat this loop twice. And inside and this loop is going to be repeated 4 times every time. So what we're going to have to do first is move forward. So we'll be here, and then we're just going to have to repeat that 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that we did this loop 4 times, we exit it and rotate to the left. So then we'll rotate to the left. And then, now that we've done one iteration of the outside loop, we need to do the second iteration. And the second iteration tells us to repeat this move 4 times. So we're going to move forward 4 times. We were facing left because of this line here from the previous loop. So let's move forward 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we've ended up in this square here, and we're just going to rotate to the left. So that looks like this, but since we're already here, we're just rotating. So that means C did bring us to the final location. So C is also a correct answer, but let's check D as well, just in case. It's choice D says to repeat this loop twice, and inside the loop, outer loop, we have another loop that tells us to repeat this block of code twice. So let's start by repeating this block of code twice. So we're going to start here, move forward 2 times, and then rotate left. So move forward, and then rotate left. Then we're going to repeat that one more time for the inner loop. So move forward, and then rotate to the left. Might seem a little weird when we're rotating to the left, we're moving down. But remember that when we're rotating to the left, we're going counterclockwise, and when we're rotating to the right, we're going clockwise. So initially our arrow was facing in this direction, and counterclockwise would make it face down instead. Okay, so we did the first repetition of the outside loop, which meant doing the inside loop twice. Now let's do the second repetition of the outside loop, which means doing the inside loop 2 times again. So move forward, rotate left. Move forward, and rotate left. So remember, we're going counterclockwise, so our arrow is actually pointing this way, so now it's going to point that way when we're rotating to the left. So now we did one iteration of the inside loop. Now we need to do it again. So move forward, rotate left. So move forward, and rotate left. Okay, so D just ended up bringing us back to our starting position. Only A and C brought us to the gray square.